Rich, I couldn't help but remember you talking about the three and needing it in 04. And you look at these last two games for Team USA, we talked about the difference with the 3-ball versus Serbia, the 15 of 30, and then going into the fourth, Serbia goes 0 for 9. Obviously, with this one, Steph, 17 threes over his last two games, and Team USA plus 27, as I mentioned at the top, from three, just how pivotal that is. I want to get your thoughts. Perk, I first want to get your take about the game in general, and then I want to dive into something, a legacy related when it comes to Steph with this gold. So, Perk, your thoughts of the game.
Hey, look, we brought home the gold, baby. We brought home the gold. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry did his thing. KD, LeBron, we brought home the gold. What else you want me to say?
Fair.
What else you want me to say?
Let's dive in.
A lot of people was critical of Steve Kerr. Still
you included.
Let me finish, Bob. Listen, don't start, all right? Don't start. The reason I'm late is because my family leaving to go school shopping, and they wanted me to do this dumbass TikTok, which I'm not a TikToking type dude. So
I know TikTok is so lame, bro. TikTok is so lame, bro.
By the way, do you know that Sirius XM Radio has a TikTok radio station? That's for another day. But holy cow! Okay, go on.
I mean, listen. We bringing home the gold. Shout out to Steve Kerr and his coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do, standing by what they believe, stood on what they believe in. At the end of the day, they went got it done. I don't care about the margin, how many points they beat them by. They won. Nothing negative could be said.
Obviously, the clip leaked today of Steph Curry after winning the championship in 2022, winning the finals MVP, talking about there's only one thing left for him to do, and that's to win an Olympic gold. There's also been thought that this is his first and his last Olympics. So just in terms of, we know he didn't need it, but in terms of what this does for his legacy or to his legacy.
Couple things. I'm going to call it now. If healthy, I see him doing a LeBron type final run in LA. That's another thing. When you think, like, I think Steph, like, I think
at
LeBron,
40.
At 40. I think we see Steph still got 3-4 more years. So if Steph was like, I'm going to do this and then do USA basketball, understand the skill in which he does. Like, again, Jason Kidd did it. There were guys that did it as they were older in their career. I'm putting in the petition right now to try and get Steph on the 2028 Olympics in LA. That's one. As far as his legacy, everyone wants to talk about where Steph ranks. That's fair. But we have reached an age, maybe 20 years ago, your USA basketball resume didn't matter. Now it does. Right now your USA basketball resume actually matters because the growth of the global game, how hard it is that the US actually fucking needs you to show up and play in order to win. So there's a different type of pressure. So for Steph, I think his legacy, he added another piece to his Thanos, what was that thing? Well, Channing, you're a nerd.
Glove. He has a glove.
I know it's a glove, but I thought there was an anyway.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
The gauntlet. Okay. There you go. I knew my nerd would come through. I knew my guy would come through. If I got questions about snacks, I got a Perk. If I got questions about comic book shit, I go to you. Anyways, so
what am I
going Frenchies?
Just kidding.
So what I'm trying, so I guess my point is that you get a guy like him that has done everything. He knows, because he's chasing a legacy. He's not like chasing Michael Jordan. He's chasing, like, I want to add every single thing so I can be and leave it all out on the table. So he needed to win a gold medal from a standpoint of, there's other guys that have represented our country under very difficult circumstances and came through and really showed up for the country. Steph has now done that. Whether you're a Warriors fan or not, like Channing said earlier in the chat, I see why the Warrior fans love him. I would love rooting for him because it's like now there's a moment where all NBA fans can unite, except for Celtics fans. All NBA fans can unite and be like, oh, all of these players that I root against throughout the season and I can't stand, and when they troll and when they talk shit, I can't stand them. But, when it's USA, let's go. And so I think that was a beautiful thing about what Steph did. And he didn't need to do anything, but that adds another stamp to what his basketball legacy is. The Steph Curry game, the gold medal game, they do not win those games without Steph Curry. So Steph Curry is directly responsible for us getting through and getting the gold.
I think when we talk about superstars, right? in my definition, there might be 3 in the NBA. 3 global superstars: LeBron, Steph, and KD. Those are global superstars that have been doing it for a long time. Luka might be getting close, but he hasn't won, right? Who else are you going to say? You can't say.
No, but this Giannis and Jokic are there.
But Giannis Giannis does not have the star power of superstar power of Bron, KD, and Steph.
Shannon, let me just add this to you, and then you keep going. Like Bron, Steph, KD, they already passed the title. Like the title of superstar, like that's borderline disrespectful. They're mega stars, right? They're iconic figures. Like we do have superstars. Giannis is a superstar. Jokic, I mean, however people could argue. Listen, I'm saying Steph and Bron and KD, they are mega stars. Like that superstar stuff, because we use it so much, right? Like, oh yeah, Jayson Tatum, he's a young superstar. Anthony Edwards is a young superstar. Like these guys are on different levels all across the board. Like they're mega stars. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
you got Jay-Z, you got Beyonce, you got who else? Snoop, and then you got, you know, Lil Baby in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the comparison. Like,
it's like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, yeah,
you got Rick Ross.
Just say, oh, there's LeBron James, his 4 MVPs, his 4 championships, and he's a superstar. And then all of a sudden, it's like Anthony Edwards is a young superstar. Well, they're not in the same class. Like they're not even in the same space. I'll say this about the Lil Baby shit was funny. I'll say this. We know this because all of us are in television, and sometimes people get sensitive, but it's the truth. When you look at the ratings and we get them game by game, player by player, it is LeBron, it is Steph, and then there is everyone else. You can talk to your mama. I'm just telling you, those are facts. The numbers that we look at.
Facts.
These are facts. Like the ratings show that when LeBron left Cleveland and moved to the West Coast, it fucked up ESPN. Why? Yeah. Because he's on the West Coast. So you used to be able to start his game on the East Coast. So it was, 3, 4, 5, a clock here. And all of those ratings would funnel in. So the Lakers have their own thing. And then LeBron combined. And yes, it's that. But not having a monster. You used to go LeBron and Steph on back-to-back games, and it was like nobody was turning off that television for 4 hours, and ESPN had you. They don't have that anymore, so they started covering more of the Laker games when they're on the East Coast.
And look,
that's a superstar. He
didn't just mess up ratings, by the way. He messed up an entire population in the city.
I'm talking about the second time. The second time, not the first time. The second time when he went to LA.
But here's the thing too. That motherfucker Bron's so powerful. The draft, we had to talk about his son Bronny just to keep people engaged. I'm just keeping it.
There's a difference between a superstar and a megastar. We got to go another classification. I'm with you.
No. But what I'm saying is that's how powerful he is, because Bronny is tied to LeBron, and in order to keep people interested in this draft that we just had, we had to talk about them to keep the ratings where they were. Here's the thing about Steph. Can I say something about Steph for a minute?
Go ahead, brother.
Richard and I, we had a disagreement, I think about a year ago about this, and he probably still feel the same way. Steph Curry, and look, I've given the Warriors a lot of heat. I've given Steph at times a lot of heat. Steph Curry is the greatest point guard to ever touch the damn basketball.
Okay, hold on.
Stop.
Time out.
Just let him give his point. Let him give his point.
Can I finish?
Yes.
Can I finish? We could talk about the position. Is he a true point guard? All this. Yes. On paper, he will go down as a PG, right? And when I think about Steph, I think about the way that he has changed the game forever. Forever. I get it. Magic 6'9", dishing the rock, Showtime Lakers. I get all that. If you want to put Magic there, that's your preference. It's just like people who want to drink Ciroc. Some people want to drink Ciroc. I like to drink Hennessy. At the end of the day, they get you drunk. My thing is they both get you drunk. My thing is this, Allie. Steph Curry is the greatest PG to ever lace them up. Period.